Hello folks, this is John Oakes and we're here at Hankster's Hot Rods here in our Homer City, Pennsylvania location. Today we are going to go over the car that is sitting behind me, and that is a 1971 Chevrolet Chevelle. Now this car here, the exterior of this car is very, very nice on this particular vehicle. Sunset orange exterior paint. If you're able to see it, if the camera picks it up, it's got just a nice amount of like a metallic in it. It really picks up nice out in the sun. It's also got the black stripes up over top of the hood, as well as back on the rear deck lid, which we'll see as we walk around the car. But as I said, the paint looks great. All of the metal, all the body panels, the fitment, the alignment, your gaps, your elevations, everything looks very, very nice on this car. So we'll just kind of start our walk around. We'll go through everything that we see here with you folks. And then, as we always point out to you, always go to our website, always give us a call, send us a text, or shoot us an email if you have any other questions after viewing the video and taking a look at our website. Now, as far as all of our trim on this car, all the bright work, of course you're going to have your chrome front and rear bumpers on a 71 Chevelle, but we also have all of our wheel lip moldings here. Those are all in great shape. We've got the wheels and tires here. Now the wheels are just your factory, like your GM rally wheels, of course. They are 15-inch wheels, and they do have the beauty rings and the center caps on all four corners. BFGoodrich rubber on all four corners also, and we'll just go over the sizes of those real quick. You've got a 235/60 R15 up on the front, and then out on the back you've got a 275/60 R15 there. As far as your doors go, you can see very nice gaps on the doors front and back. All of your body lines all match up, and the elevations are dead on this car. As far as your bright work around the windows, all of your rain gutter moldings, those are in good shape. All of your bright work down, as far as your glass trim, that's in good shape. We do have dual mirrors on this car. They're chrome mirrors, both driver and passenger side. The chrome on those are in great shape. Glass is in good condition too. And the glass in the side windows here, the door and the quarter, those are all in good shape. Slightly tinted, no chips, cracks, or scratches whatsoever. The door handles are in good shape too on the car. So what we'll do is go ahead and open our door. We'll take a look at this interior on this car. Again, interior just as nice as the rest of the vehicle. You're going to notice we do have front bucket seats with headrests. You've got the full-length center console with the horseshoe shifter. Carpeting is in great shape. The seat upholstery in great shape. Grant steering wheel. You've got your factory dash there. Dash pad itself is in great condition. No cracks, no tears or anything like that. Your factory gauges in the dash are going to include your speedometer and clock. And then down below, you'll notice it does have a few aftermarket gauges, those being your water temperature gauge, oil pressure gauge, voltmeter, and the Tach. And it also has an aftermarket AM/FM cassette player down there as well. Door panels on this car look fantastic. All of our seals and our weather stripping around the exterior of the windows here, down your quarter window, even around your door panels here, and the door rubber bump stops, those are all in great shape on this car. We'll close our door up. Again, it shuts very nice and easy, and then we'll walk back the quarter to the rear here. Again, the quarter super, super straight all the way around on this car. And we come to the rear of the car, you're going to see that nice big chrome bumper here with your taillights in it, your bezels on your taillights, the lenses on those taillights, all in great shape. The trunk lid itself fits fantastic. Gaps the whole way around, very uniform on this car. Your rear glass, again, slightly tinted, no chips or cracks whatsoever there. All the molding and trim work around the window is in great shape, all intact and all fastened down. Now we'll go ahead and open our trunk lid up next. That way we get to see what that interior of the trunk looks like and see the condition of your trunk floor. So first and foremost, when we open our trunk lid up, first thing we're going to see is the underside of the trunk. That's going to be painted the same color, obviously, as the exterior of the car. All of your trunk weather stripping here in great shape. This stuff looks brand new. It meets right in the center here. All of your rain channels down the sides of the trunk there, all in great shape. So everything's going to seal up fantastic here for you. The trunk floor itself, no surprises here. It is in excellent condition here. Trunk floor is solid. All of your drain plugs are all intact. And again, you've got your floor mats there that we always elect just to put in the trunk, leave them out of the interior so we can show you the true conditioning of that carpet. Again, you've got your little rubber bump stops up here on the trunk lid. So again, this thing's gonna fit great and seal up fantastic from the outside elements. So we'll close this. Again, shuts nice and solid there. And then we'll walk around the passenger side of the car. Again, the side, you look down the side, nice laser straight all the way down. Again, your gaps, your elevations, body lines, all match up very, very well on this car. All of your bright work is in great shape. Glass, the condition of that is all great also. And all of your trim on the windows again. Door handles still in good condition over here. And we'll open up here for the passenger side now. Again, just gives you a different view of the interior now from the opposite side. You get to see how great a condition everything is inside and out on this particular car. And again, weather stripping on the passenger side, no different than the other side. All nice and new looking here. There's no chunks or anything taken out. Everything is all in place the way it should be. And again, all seals up very, very good. Door shuts nice and solid on this side too. We walk around now towards the front of the vehicle. And that's where we'll come to the front facade here, your grille, headlights, bumper, all of that stuff. So again, this is just all typical stuff on your 71 Chevelle. You've got your sealed beam headlights, so your highs and lows are all contained here in one unit. Your grille work here is all in great condition. The actual parking lights, marker lights, and so forth, all in good condition here. And again, your bumper in very nice shape too. As we mentioned earlier, you've got the steel 2-inch cowl induction hood here with the black stripes up over the hood that all look very, very good. Towards the back, you do have that bright work around the back edge of the hood, which is in great shape. Your glass in the windshield looks to be in great condition too, and also all of your trim work around that. You do have wipers. They are kind of recessed underneath that cowl. And they are functional, so no problems there. We'll go ahead and pull our hood pins. That way we can lift the hood, and we'll go over what we have underneath here. And we'll also talk just briefly about the remaining drive line in the car. So the hood all comes up nice and easy. Your latches all work. Hood pins obviously are going to be functional, but again, you do have your regular latch right here. Now, as far as the engine in this car goes, this is a numbers match 350 cubic inch small block Chevrolet engine. From the top down, you can see the Edelbrock chrome air cleaner, Edelbrock 4-barrel carburetor with the electric choke, and an Edelbrock aluminum intake. It has a nice set of chrome Chevrolet valve covers, complete with the breather and the PCV valve in there. It does have factory air conditioning in this car also. So not only are you going to be able to cruise in style in this vehicle, you're going to be able to cruise in comfort in this vehicle also by having that air conditioning. It is a power brake car and power steering, so it's going to handle good, it's going to brake good, disc brakes up front, drums out on the rear. And this thing's going to breathe good also because it does have a set of long tube ceramic coated headers with complete dual exhaust, thrush mufflers, and tailpipes exiting out the rear of the car. So that's going to keep the sound out behind you, but yet it's going to make this engine breathe a lot better and give it a good sound too with that exhaust system. As far as the radiator goes, you're going to have a factory or a stock style radiator, a 5-blade fan in this vehicle. It also has the HEI ignition and distributor in it back there, complete with a set of, looks like Excel 8mm plug wires on this too. So not only is it going to breathe better, It's also going to get a lot better, a lot more efficient fire also out of it as far as the ignition goes, having the HEI and the bigger plug wires as well. In behind this 350 motor, we do have a turbo 350 automatic transmission. And then in the very back of the car, as far as your rear end goes, that is going to be a GM 10-bolt rear end, and it's going to be a 276 gear ratio. So again, a good gear for cruising, and a good gear for the highway too. Fantastic gear. You're going to be able to get up and just go. You're not going to have to worry about it, you know, revving, you know, too high or anything. It's not going to do that with that particular gear in the rear end. So that is pretty much it as far as our walk around goes of the exterior, interior, under the hood, and in the trunk. What we'll do next, as we always do, is go back, get this on our lift, show you the complete underside. We'll even fire this engine up for you and let you hear what that sounds like. Again, as I said, if you got any other questions, definitely feel free to not only visit our website where you're going to see about 100 photos of this vehicle as well as this video that you're watching, but you're going to see a list of all the options, all the features about this car. If there's anything that, say, you would like to have added to maybe this car, maybe another car that you're looking at on our site, and you don't particularly see it on the car, definitely reach out to us and ask. We can do all kinds of installs. We can get all kinds of different parts and so forth. Just shoot us some kind of a contact message letting us know what that is that you're looking for. We'll be glad to get you a quote and get right back to you with what that would cost to get that done. So with that said, we'll go ahead and finish closing this up now, and then we'll get it up on our lift so we can show you the underside. All right, folks, so here we are underneath our Sunset Orange 71 Chevrolet Chevelle here. We're going to go through the underside. I'm going to point out to you everything that I see underneath here as far as the frame, floors, running gears, suspension, driveline, all of that stuff. So starting up here at the front, we do have what looks to be your stock style radiator up front. Back a little bit further here, let's go over our front suspension components next. So up here, you've got pretty much your stock suspension. You've got your upper and lower control arms here. Those are all stock. Your coilovers and your shocks, not coilovers, your coil springs and your shocks there. Again, all of that looks to be in good shape. As far as your ball joints, all of your mounting hardware at your shocks, all the bushings, all of that, it's all in great condition. Again, everything's been checked over here, greased, maintained throughout its past life. And everything looks good underneath here. As far as the steering goes, we do have power steering on this car. Tie rods, tie rod ends, those are all in good shape. Drag length itself, that's in good shape. And this particular car, to finish off the suspension, does have an aftermarket UMI front sway bar. Good heavy-duty sway bar. Those are manufactured right here out of the state of Pennsylvania, and that's going to tie the front end together, make this thing corner and handle so much better than without it. As far as the braking system on this car, we do have a power brake system, disc up front, drums out on the rear, and then wheels and tires on all four corners here as far as the wheels go, 15-inch steel GM Rally wheels. Now these do have the center caps and beauty rings on them, all four corners. And then it does have BFGoodrich radial TAs on all four corners. Now up front, they went with a 235/60 R15. And then out on the back, just to give the car a little bit of rake, a little bit of stance there, a little attitude, they gave it a 275/60 R15 tire back there. Again, these tires are new, look great on this particular car. As far as the front cross member, looks good here, no dents or dings. That looks very well kept up here. Now up above that, we have our engine. So this is where our driveline is going to start with. So the engine itself, this is a numbers match 350 cubic inch small block Chevrolet engine. Right behind that, we do have a turbo 350 automatic transmission. Now the oil pan on both the engine as well as on your transmission here, all of that is nice and dry all the way around, free from any leaks or drips whatsoever. Even the drain plugs, nothing at the drain plugs. You even have your inspection cover here, or your flywheel cover. That plastic piece that bolts on here, that's going to help keep road debris out of there and possibly keep you from chipping a tooth off of your flywheel and so forth. As we work our way back a little further, we've got our transmission cross member here. So this comes all the way across the car here that supports the tail shaft of the transmission. The actual tail shaft mount is in great shape. And then the output seal on the back of the transmission, that is in good condition too. No leaks or drips underneath there. Of course, you can see the exhaust sticking down here. We do have a nice set of ceramic coated long tube headers, the complete dual exhaust all the way back with the Thrush mufflers, and then it's going to end with a nice set of tailpipes up over top of the rear end with a nice set of chrome exhaust tips, and those are slash cut on the back end of the car. As far as our frame and floors, now of course your Chevelle full frame car, your frame rails all the way back on both sides here are in great shape, nice and straight, no dents or dings anywhere whatsoever. And the floor is incredible on this car, guys. This floor, there are no patches to talk of. You can see it is all the right metal. All of your stamping lines are all in. All of your drain plugs where they should be. All of your support braces and so forth underneath here are where they should be. Brake lines and fuel lines are all run along the frame rails of the car on either side and are in very good shape. As far as the e-brake itself, that is hooked up, functional. Everything's there. All of your cables, all your brackets, your J-hooks, cables going all the way back here to your drum brakes. It's all there. As we come back, we've got our drive shaft. This is a balanced unit here, so again, that's going to help eliminate any kind of drive line vibrations that you might have. Again, always make sure you've got that balanced drive shaft. And as far as the rear end, this is a GM 10-bolt rear, 8.5-inch ring gear. Your actual yoke up front, pinion seal and so forth, that is nice and dry, no leaks there. As far as the differential cover on the back, you can see that is super dry also all the way around. Of course, you can see those brake lines run up over top of that rear end there. And the gear that's in here, a 276 gear. So you're not going to be, you're going to be able to drive this car through the streets of town just to kind of be a nice cruiser. It's not going to be super powerful with the 276 gear in it, but a nice cruising gear nonetheless. And again, I've already mentioned those tailpipes. You can see those are in great condition coming up over top of that rear end and exiting out the rear of the car. The fuel tank, you can see that is in great shape too. No dents or dings in any of that. All of your hardware, your bolts, your straps on the fuel tank, all in very nice shape on this car. And the trunk floor, from what we can see underneath here, the trunk pan itself is all in good shape also. And again, we'll take a look at that and show you that in the previous video as we did our walk around there. And then, of course, just the chrome bumpers on this car. So just a very nice, Chevelle here, 71 numbers match motor. The floors and frame are in excellent condition on this car. This is just a really nice piece from top to bottom. So we'll go ahead and lower this now off of our lift, open that hood up, and then we'll go ahead and fire that engine up. That way you'll get to hear exactly what that motor along with this exhaust system all sound like.